Hey, what's going on, guys? Justin with Tier 1 Gear and EDC Reviews. Today in front of me, I actually have the all-new Divo Buzz. Now, this knife was available by pre-order on the Divo Knives website, which, of course, is over by now. They might have a few left over after fulfillment. Best way to find out is to follow them on Instagram. Link in the description as well. Check the website. You might get lucky. Anyway, they definitely have a home run on their hands with the Divo Buzz. I mean, this knife has been nothing short of phenomenal in my opinion. Of course, I love the color scheme, black titanium with the belt grind satin. Always a good look, but this neutral handle feels excellent in the hands. Love the placement of the choil, which of course is a 50-50 choil. Those who don't know what that means, that's basically it's 50% on the blade, 50% on the handle, which in my opinion is perfect placement for a choil. You know, when they go up here, it feels fine and everything, but it just, I don't know. I don't like having my hand sitting on the blade, so to actually have a little bit of handle material to thicken that up feels really, really good in my opinion. Ceramic detent, ceramic ball bearings, of course. Drops shut, nice controlled drop, deploys like a freaking champ. I mean, this knife feels tuned to my expectations. Let me just put it like that. This knife feels like I want my knife to feel, and I absolutely love that about it. Titanium backspacer, of course. This one, of course, has the wire clip, which I absolutely love. I'm actually using the wire clip on my new scythe design, which will be out later this year, or actually it might be out right around Chinese New Year, so keep an eye out for that, especially if you are a fan of the Pikal or something like the Elvia. It's going to be up in that kind of style, if you get where I'm going with. But anyway, all in all, I think they did an excellent job with this thing. Now, there is a few things that they are changing, which I actually have a list here. Kind of go through them real quick. Now, of course, the OEM is Best Tech Knives, which has been doing a phenomenal job lately. More so on their OEM stuff than their actual stuff, but I think, yeah, you don't have to worry about that with this. This is an excellent design and something they can execute with perfection, apparently. But first things first, knife will come with a Divo box and Divo pouch, which I absolutely love the pouch. Beautiful leather, one-sided, of course. You know, it allows you to put a few other things in there. Your little knife kit or whatever. Pretty cool. Changes, clip spacing, too wide, match RR standard. Needs to fit Lynch RGT. So apparently that is too far apart. Looks like it's kind of pushing the wire apart a little bit there, or making it squeeze together, which happens if it's, you know, too wide. But this is the RR standard. Looks a little straighter. I'm guessing that's what they mean. But thing about this is, I didn't really notice anything or any flaws with it that I couldn't live with. I mean, like I said, it's a beautiful knife aesthetically. It's just, I love the color scheme, but there wasn't nothing on this knife that I was like, yeah, this needs to be changed. So for them to actually change something, it obviously is a problem to them, and it's, you know, them looking for a better quality of knife, which I can get behind 100%, but this knife is fine exactly as it is. Okay, adding more lock bar access, which, yeah, I do agree, it definitely needs. You can see right there, there's not really much. You can get to it, of course, but it's kind of at the tip of your fingers. You can't really, you know, can't really hook it as easy as you could with, say, something like this. You know, you kind of get to that a little bit better, but to each his own, right? Deeper hollow grind like on the satin versions. So I'm guessing this is the satin version, of course. And that hollow grind is pretty deep. Yeah, it feels good to me. Correct plunge line or plunge grind like on the blackwash version. So apparently the other one's different. But again, this one looks great. All T8 hardware, including the pivot. Definitely a nice touch. Let's see. Make sure plunge grind is behind the edge termination. Right over here. Makes sense. Lanyard spot on backspacer. That's definitely not something I would use, but it's nice to have, of course. Dial in D10 a little more. I like it on this one. Of course, everyone's going to be a little bit different. That's to be expected, but it's kind of hard to compare whenever this one is perfect, in my opinion. Adding the Vox style jimping on the spine. A little jimping definitely won't hurt. Heavier black wash on the blades if possible. That does not have anything to do with this. And more weight relief. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like there's a little bit of milling going on in there. A little less on the lock bar side. Looks like there's just a few circles right here. Actually, I got another little light here. Let me break this bad boy out. All right, let's see what we can see up in there. Yeah, just a few circles milled out. Nothing major. I'm sure they could have got it a little better, but yeah, it's pretty much nothing on this side. But in my opinion, I like a heavier knife. I mean, this thing feels freaking solid, and I love that about it. At the end of the day, it is their knife, and they want it to be what they want it to be, which I have no arguments with. But like I said, I think they did an excellent job on it. Let's go ahead and get a weight on this guy real quick while I'm thinking about that. Just maybe we can compare once I get the other one in. I know I'm just ranting along here, but 4.270, which is really not that much for a titanium handled knife. I mean, if they can get it a little lighter, then yeah, more power to them. But I definitely don't see it doing any harm, you know, compared to like the River Wolf that I had in the other day. That thing was, what, 8 ounces? And yeah, you definitely felt it in the pocket. But all in all, I think they did an excellent job on this. In my opinion, Bestech has kind of been on a tear when it comes to OEM knives. You know, like I said, not so much their own stuff, which they have some really great stuff coming out, but they have been killing it in the OEM department. And I think they were right to use them for this design. It's kind of matches their style, in my opinion. But all in all, yeah, I think they hit it out the park with this bad boy, and I can't wait to get my hands on one of my own, something that I can use a little bit more and kind of beat on. That seems to be the thing here these days. I've been using pretty much the shit out of all my knives lately. It doesn't matter how much they cost, and I've been enjoying it. I mean, that's what they're there for, and yeah, can't wait to use this bad boy. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed this little rant. Stay tuned. I will be having another video come out later this week. Been trying to do a little bit more here lately for the channel, but my time has kind of been limited. Anyway, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, go down, follow Divo Knives on Instagram. Also follow Lefty EDC, CM Knife Designs. Links to all that down in the description. Also, the Divo Knives website. Can't get one of these without it. Stay safe. I'll see you guys on the next one.